I believe thoroughly that women should have bodily autonomy. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. There are many practical, rational reasons to terminate pregnancies. A baby's life is not more important than a woman's life. When does life begin? Way before humans showed up on this planet, whether you're religious or not. Science says that humans are latecomers to the game of life. Religion says that humans came very last, so life on Earth has been very happy to exist, entirely without humans either way. Religion often boasts that humans are the crowning achievement of life on Earth. As a young kid, I found that idea far too self-aggrandizing to accept. No life should be aggrandized over any other life, whether it's human or not. Pregnancy and childbirth should be a beautiful voluntary act. The prevailing argument against that idea? The woman chose it when she engaged in sexual activity. Excuse me? There are many reasons to engage in sexual activity. Pregnancy does happen to be one of those reasons, and when pregnancy happens, it should be deliberate. My question? How can we make pregnancy more deliberate? The actual purpose of life is to exist. The method by which life continues to exist is through a process called procreation. If life can't make more of itself, it stops existing. Scientists call that extinction. How does life continue to make more of itself? Why are there 8 billion people on this planet? It turns out that making babies can feel really, really good. Our human-making organs are among the most directly attached parts of our bodies to the pleasure centers in our brains. That is not a coincidence. Sexual activity feels really, really good. But just because sexual activity feels good, it doesn't mean that people are ready to have babies. I do not believe that it benefits anyone to thrust childbearing and child rearing upon witless, ignorant parents. Not for the kids, not for the parents. That is my absolute concern about pro-life. So what is my concern about pro-choice? I have met people who have had abortions under multiple circumstances. Religious, non-religious, married, not married, people who consented to sexual activity, people who did not consent to sexual activity. There are all kinds of ways that people might feel about their experience of having an abortion, but there is often some kind of drama associated with it. Often there is regret and second guessing about the decision, downright depression and anxiety, all kinds of mental anguish associated with abortions. People who have abortions then deserve our support. People who don't have abortions also deserve our support. People who are sexually curious but not ready to have children, they deserve our support. People who don't ever want kids deserve our support. There are so many ways to engage in sexual activity, ways that greatly reduce or absolutely prevent pregnancy. It is not bad for a person to enjoy sexual activity. It doesn't make someone dirty or evil. Our pleasure centers are deeply invested in our sexuality. It is not bad for people to enjoy sexual activity while also consciously choosing to avoid pregnancy. Sexual activity should only happen with individuals who are educated enough about their sexuality to knowingly be able to consent to sexual activity. Those people who are educated about such things should be willing to wait for their love interests to be appropriately educated. Consenting to sexual activity is separate from consenting to becoming a parent. Both acts should be deliberately consented to and agreed upon by the parties involved. Child rearing should never be the punishment for sexual activity. Children should be prepared for, children should be wanted, and all of humanity should be willing to be supportive of responsible, educated, deliberate parenthood. Imagine therapists engaging in education of individuals before parents can screw up their children with their ignorance. I support the right of people to have abortions. I support the right of people to have kids. I support the right of people to avoid pregnancy. People who have abortions deserve our support. People who have kids deserve our support. People who have miscarriages deserve our support. People who can't have kids deserve our support. People who don't want kids deserve our support. Our society exists because humans keep having kids. Our society thrives because humans innovate and improve their continuously changing circumstances. The total strength of our communities is the direct sum of the strength of each individual. The more we support each other, the stronger we all become. I benefit from the strength of everyone else. Life is hard and people need help. I feel better helping other people feel better. What is the downside here? That it requires effort to help people? That doesn't seem to stop humans from continuing to pursue other endeavors.